what's your favorite race call of all time?
That would be Frank Salive's call of Gothic Dream winning the NA Cup when he said, Gothic Dream has got it.
I'd have to say it was the Frank Salive, the Lifetime Dream call, the dream of a lifetime. And I admired Frank Salive as a kid, and if there ever was one sticking in my head, it would be that one or a number of his that I used to listen to all the time.
Lifetime Dream is going to fulfill the Lifetime Dream! Lifetime Dream wins the Cadillac Breeders' Crown!
I'm going to say it was Frank Salive. I think it was right here at Mohawk when my best buddy Tim Dwall win with Hardy Hanover here.
Hardy Hanover comes to mind with Frank Salive at Woodbine. He made a great call that night. She went from last to first down the backstretch, and that was a pretty awesome call.
Hardy Hanover, winning Van Hanover. Timmy was sitting last and went from last to first, and what's his name, person that left here that was the announcer, he was at Pompano. But he said, you know, a move you'll never forget, you know. But she was unbelievable that night.
Oh, it's Frank Salive when I won the Breeders' Crown in 2004 with Totally Western.
Frank Salive probably gave me one of the highest praise I ever gotten. One night where the limbs for the Metro Pace, the year Grant from here to here was a 2-year-old. I think I won 6 races out of 6 drive that night, and the last win, I think Frank Salive said something like Luc Ouellette putting on a driving clinic on these guys. Just the way he said it at the right time, it wasn't out of place.
I won the North America Cup one year, and I can remember Danny Lozelle was the announcer, and I even heard him hollering it when I was coming through the stretch. There was a big crowd there. And he said, the local horse is going to get it all. I'll never forget that. It really stuck with me.
When I first went to the Meadowlands, Tom Durkins was calling the races, and I had a little horse called Luster's Big Guy, and his call, the head of the stretch, would just make the hair on the back of your head stand up. And he was still one of my all-time favorite guys to listen to.
Ken Middleton's call when Primetime Bobcat broke the world record.
Well, I'm very partial to one right here at this track Ken Middleton made. Canadian Trotting Classic final was when he called Majestic Sun coming down the lane. He says he didn't just beat him, he whooped them in the 3 legs of our trotting Triple Crown, I would say.
It is a confident steer from Trevor Ritchie, and Majestic Sun will take it home. Can he beat the Grand Circuit boys or what? He whooped them! Majestic Sun won by 8!
Favorite race call, Kenny Middleton always does a great job here. But when he hollered Sam Pale, you the man, you know, that really drove it home that time. It was really nice.
Sam Pale on the inside on his home turf. Sam Pale, you the man! Sam Pale wins the Breeders' Crown Open Trot in 151-4.
Larry Letterman, we were racing Fernbank Philly one night at Garden State, and Jack was driving a Moiseyev, and she made a big move down the backstretch because she had a trailing position. She went to the front, finally around the last turn, and she opened up 6 or 7 lengths, and he hollers out, if this was a fight, they'd stop it, because she was just killing them, you know what I mean? So that was one of my favorite race calls of all time.
I saw a race at Garden State once, and the announcer, the horse was winning by a large margin, and the announcer said if this was a fight, they'd stop it. I thought that was a pretty good one.
I was at the Meadowlands in 2001 when I win with Goliath Bayama. They call him the Monster from Montreal, and I love that call.
Here comes Goliath Bayama, and on the inside, Camotion is coming, and Trevor Sealster, Goliath Bayama, the Monster from Montreal.
This one stands out. Sun Sam when he won the Meadowlands Pace.
Greg Blanchard in the Molson Pace this year.
I'd have to say that I really enjoyed the Some Beach Somewhere Confederation Cup call.
I hate to say it because I didn't like the outcome, but the Meadowlands Pace with Some Beach Somewhere and Artificial, it was awesome. You know, I still get goosebumps when I watch it. It was just, I wish it had went the other way, but it was a really good race call regardless.
Some Beach Somewhere leads it by 2. Artificial tips to the outside, trying to get to him. An eighth of a mile away. Some Beach Somewhere under pressure. Artificial up to his wheel on the outside. Some Beach Somewhere full out. Artificial, a desperate lunge on the outside. Artificial, Some Beach Somewhere at the line. Artificial, 1:47. World record upset in the pace.
Favorite race call of all time was I think at the Meadowlands when Fritz opened up, I think 5 or 6 on Campbell, and Campbell came on to beat him. I forget who called that, but it's probably Tom Durkin.
The field moves into the far turn. It's still Campbell. It's Fritz now is out of the pocket and moves to confront his foe as they race into the far turn. Here's the battle we've been waiting for. It's Fritz on the outside, Campbell toward the rail, and they match strides around the far turn. It's Fritz puts ahead in front with 3/8 to go. It's Fritz in front by a half length. Campbell is second. They've opened up by 5. And farther back, it's Ideal Tenor racing in third. And they hit 3/4 in 1:25 and 2. The field turns for home. It's Fritz has a clear lead. He's pulling away from Campbell. The lead is 2.5 lengths with 1/8 of a mile to the finish. Then farther back, Ideal Tenor is racing in third. It's Fritz draws off to a 3-length advantage. Campbell stubbornly holding on to second. Ideal Tenor is racing in third. A 16th to the wire. It's Fritz. Campbell is coming back. Campbell has come back and he's going to win it. A sensational performance at 1:54 and 2.
By far the best was Tom Durkin's Breeders' Cup call when Ferdinand and Ali Sheba hit the line together in the Breeders' Cup Classic. It was getting dark out. 2 Derby winners. His call was spot on, right from the start, right to the finish. You know, you couldn't have scripted out a race call any better and had the race unfold the way it did. And the finish was blockbuster. So head and shoulders above anything else I've ever seen.
They are at the quarter pole here at Hollywood Park, and it is Judge Angelucci on the outside. Kenny's going toward the rail. Ferdinand and Ali Sheba coming on from the outside. Good command is in behind horses. They're less than a furlong out. Judge Angelucci desperate. Ferdinand right there. Ali Sheba on the outside. Ferdinand, Judge Angelucci on the outside. Ali Sheba. Ferdinand has the lead. Ali Sheba up by the surge. The 2 Derby winners hit the wire together. Ferdinand and Ali Sheba in a dramatic photo finish in the world's richest horse race.
I would say the stretch drive and the classic Oaks at the Meadowlands, Ken Workington was announcing, and with Peaceful Way. Another one that I always found funny was Tom Durkin announcing a race call at Monmouth, I think, and there was 2 mares in the race. One was named My Wife Knows Everything, and the other mare was named My Wife Doesn't Know, and they were battling it out head to head through the lane. It was kind of amusing.
Into the final furlong. My Wife Knows Everything. The Wife Doesn't Know. They're 1-2. Of course they are. My Wife Knows Everything in front. To the outside, The Wife Doesn't Know. My Wife Knows Everything. The Wife Doesn't Know. My Wife Knows Everything. More than The Wife Doesn't Know.
It's a funny story, but I would say probably one of my favorite race calls was this year at the Meadows. I had a 2-year-old pacing filly. I changed her name to Donna Lee. And to hear Roger, and Donna Lee is my mother's name. So to hear Roger Houston say 3 for 3 for Donna Lee was one of the greatest race calls I've ever heard, because she had won 3 races and of 3 lifetime starts, and to hear Roger Houston screaming my mom's name down the stretch was just a lot of fun,
My first win at Woodbine, Paul Davies off the claim and on the front.
This was one from Grand River Raceway. It involved Chris Roberts as the announcer, Paul Cameron as the driver, and the horse Paul was driving was Cocktail Shaker. So use your imagination and go from there.
Horns a blowing, bells a whistling, it's hell's a poppin' a.
Who said that?
That was Ken LeDrew in Calgary.
It was back at Stampede Park. I'm trying to remember our race caller. Anyways, the name of the horse was an Australian horse. His name was Hell's a Poppin' A. And I remember the horse coming off the last turn, and our race announcer was screaming out, bells a ringing, horns a blowing, hell's a poppin' A. I thought that was one of the greatest race calls I'd heard in my life, for sure. besides all the great race calls that Sugar Doyle makes at Northlands Park, he's got a lot to say hello to my little friend, and that just happened, and he's got a closet full of them too. So
Sugar always has something for us.
Yeah?
Yeah, Sugar Doyle's one of our better announcers.
Yeah. What have you heard from Sugar that sort of sticks out in your mind?
I like the one last week he said Tyler Remillard drove the horse like he was stolen.
Probably Sugar when he said one day a horse come from the outhouse to the penthouse.
Pretty much all the Shugs are pretty good. I won with GT's Jake last year, and Sugar said hammer to the lead and hammer to the floor, and he drove on and won, so it was that.
Gosh, I never even listened to the race calls, but I guess, it'd have to be something that maybe Roger Houston called. He seems to get pretty revved up. I like what they do at Grand River, have the different guys up there announcing. I think 2 or 3 of them did real good. Gregg there done an excellent job last week. I thought he did anyway. Don't tell him I said that, though.
Jody Jamieson, Grand River Raceway.
Michelle's idea, and Anthony, the postman, MacDonald, they're by there. Boom! Just like that. 27 seconds. You put them in the box, and Anthony will send them for you.
It's got to be Vance Cameron in the. It wasn't the Gold Cup Saucer. It was a gold final in Sarnia. It was Elegant Colleen and Shower Massage, and just the way he was screaming Elegant Colleen and Shower Massage. The way he was yelling it was unreal. It's from '94.
The guy down east there is pretty good. I forget his name, but when he says boom at the 3/4 and that, it's pretty good.
Boom! Just like that!
The Gold Cup and Saucer, the Pownell Bay Mat one. I'm not exactly sure what year it was, only a few years ago, but it was nice to see a guy like Earl Smith win it. And it was a really exciting race, and it was a very good call by Vance Cameron.
This is the greatest Gold Cup and Saucer of all time! Down the lane they come! Pownell Bay Mat on the outside! Mary Mad Hanover! Up between them, Banner Yankee! Earl Smith, you've got it! Earl Smith wins the Gold Cup and Saucer!
Well, I'd say when I win the Gold Cup, Little Black Book, that was quite a thrill for me, especially coming from PEI and Charlottetown native.
There goes a Little Black Book. A Little Black Book is turning it on. Look at her go!
My favorite race call has to be when I won the Gold Cup and Saucer, and I've watched the replay a million times. Going down the backside, he said, if Zeron says if he makes front, they don't beat him. And it was like total jinx of probably I could have lost that race because he said it, but that one gives me chills every time I watch it. And hopefully the Little Brown Jug win that I had, I'll watch that one, and that will be the most exciting.
Zeron said if he makes front, they don't beat him.
I would have to think actually this year the Jug, just because of Casey Coleman and being a Western girl, and very, very happy for her. So
I guess you'd have to say Annihilator winning the Little Brown Jug is probably pretty good.
I guess maybe the Jug with Life Sign. I enjoyed that one.
Probably Little Brown Jug Life Sign.
Life Sign's coming on! Rhea! Life Sign on the outside! Life Sign wins the Little Brown Jug!
Who could forget the Roger Houston Falcon Sealster? That's the one that I probably knew verbatim once upon a time. I had replayed it so many times, and Roger that day, he just captured the moment perfectly, and it's one that lives on. And Tom Durkin has a list as long as your arm of great calls that I love to listen to still.
Probably was Roger Houston calling Falcon Sealster when he hollered at the crowd, if you've never been on your feet, you better get on them now.
The race call that I remember, it's a weird one. It was Roger Houston when Falcon Sealster set the world record 100 years ago, and he said, if you're not on your feet, get up now. And that's the one that I loved. That was the first time I think I ever heard Roger Houston, and that's one of my favorites.
Roger Houston, Falcon Sealster, Little Brown Jug Day.
Falcon Sealster, Little Brown Jug, or the Little Brown Jug Day.
I like the Falcon Sealster at the Delaware Fair. If you're not on your feet, you better be now.
And Falcon Sealster opens up for Tom Homer. If you've never been on your feet, you better get up now. It's Falcon Sealster opening up now.